Bonjour tout le monde, je m'appelle Kain Lee et je vais cuisiner 3 plats français: baguettes, steak frites with mayonnaise, and crepes. We'll start off by making baguettes. As you can see, we have all our items prepared. So what we're going to do first is we're going to get 3 cups of flour. Then we're adding 1 tablespoon of yeast and 1 teaspoon of salt. You're going to whisk that all together, and then after you're going to add about 2 cups of warm water. After mixing all your ingredients together, it should look something like this. Next, we're going to wrap everything in saran wrap tightly, and then we're going to leave it in a warm place to rest for an hour and a half. As you can see, we're starting our timer now. After your hour and 30 minutes are done, it should have doubled in size. Now we're taking the saran wrap off, and we're going to get flour, sprinkle some over the top, and mix it all in together. Now you want to get some flour and add your bread mixture onto the flour work surface. Now you're just going to press everything in and sprinkle in flour a little at a time. As you can see, we've now made a dough. You want it to get it to where it's not sticking to your hand anymore. Now we're cutting our dough into 6 equal pieces. Now you're going to get one of your dough and roll them into balls. You're going to flour your work surface, and now you're going to pinch forward and roll your pieces into long shapes like a baguette. As you can see, we've rolled all 6 of our baguettes. Now we're going to let that rest for 20 to 45 minutes and make sure to cover with a towel. After letting it rest, you're going to want to sprinkle some flour and score the bread. You're going to place your baguettes into a preheated 450 oven and let that sit for about 20 minutes. Then you're going to let them sit for 5 minutes after baking. And there you have it, homemade baguettes. Now we're going to be making a steak frites with a béarnaise sauce. You're going to need a New York strip steak, ground pepper, salt, a 1/4 cup of white wine vinegar, half a shallot, 1 tablespoon of tarragon, 2 egg yolks, and 12 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Now we are going to finely dice our shallots, tarragon, and scallions. Now in a pan, you're going to add your white wine vinegar and all your diced vegetables. What you're looking for is a reduction of your white wine vinegar to a few tablespoons, or cook for about 5 minutes. Now in another pot, you're going to add water and get it to a rolling boil. After your vegetables are done, you're going to add them into another bowl and add your egg yolks in. Now you're going to whisk in your egg yolks and get that over the boiling pan. After whisking your eggs for a while, you're going to add in some of your unsalted melted butter. The result of your sauce should look something like this. You can add salt for flavor if you want. Now we're going to be working on our steak. Next, we're going to add some oil. You really want to get it on both sides and get to know your meat. Then we're going to add salt and pepper to both sides as well. Now you're going to want to cut your potatoes into rectangles. After you're done cutting your potatoes, you want to add them to a cold bowl of water. Now in a pan, you're going to add oil and dry off your fries. Now you're going to add shallots and oil to the pan and cover it. Then you're going to want to add your steak. Now you're going to add in your fries. Make sure to flip both your steak and fries to make sure they cook all the way through. Your steak is done cooking to the way you like it. You're going to add in butter, rosemary, and garlic to now basting it. Now it is time for plating. You're going to get some of your béarnaise sauce and spread it across the plate. Get your steak and rest on top of the sauce. On the other side, you're going to add your fries and some baby arugula. Then you're going to get some more sauce and add it on top of the steak and get a few tarragon leaves as a garnish. And there you have it, steak frites with a béarnaise sauce. Now we're going to be making crepes. You're going to need 1 cup of flour and 2 eggs to start off. You're going to whisk that together to make it clump up. Then you're going to add in half a cup of water and half a cup of milk to where you get it to a batter form. Then you're going to get a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and 2 tablespoons of melted butter. Make sure that your batter is smooth before cooking. Now, on a hot skillet, you're going to be adding oil. I'm using avocado oil for this. You're going to want to make sure to spread it all around the skillet. Now, get a little bit of your batter and add it into the hot skillet. Make sure to cover all around your batter, leaving no holes in between. Once you're able to lift the edges of the crepe, go ahead and flip it. You're going to want to cook it all the way through. And once it's ready, leave it on a plate. For my toppings, I chose bananas, thinly sliced, and some Nutella. You'll want to spread the Nutella all around the crepe and add a few bananas on the inside. Then on top, add some bananas and sprinkle on some powdered sugar. And there you have it, your homemade crepe. All these dishes were approved and rated 5 stars by chefs such as Jon Favreau, Chef Gusteau, Chef Joe Bastianich, Chef David Chang, and Chef Remy the Rat.